Greetings, humans. I'm Ade, and I'm George, and this is Windmill. Welcome back to the Windmill School of Courses. You know what my problem is with Final Fantasy VII? What? It's called Final Fantasy VII. Was there an 8? Because then the 7 wasn't final. And also, if it's Final Fantasy, why do you also have to say that it's 7? It's like it's doing a Fast and Furious kind of thing here, right? One last ride, another ride after the last ride, and so on. How can someone stop this ride? It's just this person has a Final Fantasy, and this second person has a Final Fantasy, and this third person has a Final Fantasy, and there are a lot of Final Fantasies in a lot of different people. No, I just feel like this game is trying to tell people that they're not allowed to have any more fantasies after they play this game, because it's the final one. But then they drop another game. It's not that it's telling them they're not allowed to have any more fantasies, it's that it's telling them they won't have any more fantasies because they'll realize that the game is better than anything their imagination or creativity could ever put out. It's an ego flex. Okay, so this is One Winged Angel, which we've heard before, but in a different version. This is the Advent Children version, which was the most requested. It's weird that we start a gaming soundtrack and react to the same song twice, but hey, that's what y'all asked for. Yes. Let us know of other songs that we should check out as well. Yeah. Alright. Are you ready? No. That's a flashback.
doesn't even need a mic to mic drop.
It's like violin bow drop. Doom doom doom.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out. You look like a lobster because you're just that red.
I'm red, aren't I?
Yes. Yeah, you know how people blush when they're in love with someone?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love with Nobuo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I have the hots for him. Yes. You know what happens if you take a very sophisticated, multifaceted, well-balanced orchestral song and you give it to a bunch of children? Because that's why it's called Advent Children.
What?
They're gonna add a lot of gain.
They're gonna add a lot of gain.
That's essentially what this is. It's the original song with a lot of gain on top.
So the original song was about 4 minutes something, and this is 7. And I'm willing to guess that all the additions...
It's 6.
6, sorry. It's 607, and I was just reading the 7 because I was reading it backwards. I'm willing to guess that all the additions are the guitar solos.
Probably.
And maybe some of those drum transition stuff going on.
There was one that had a lot of like string scraping and wah pedaling and bendings and rotary effects where it was going from this headphone to that one and then from that one back to this one and so on.
Yeah. So that solo,
Yes.
it was part of, okay, we had a lot of the themes going on and some of them had all sorts of riffs on top, and then it cleared out, and then it went into that kind of power metal pace.
Yes.
And the drums got more onto the double bass. That was so Symphony X. That was such a flashback to Symphony X. And then the guitar solo was another flashback to Symphony X.
Fair enough.
Until it started getting warpy and waily and rotary and everything you were saying.
Yes.
So when you're mentioning that, you're kind of picking it up out of a whole phenomenon that was spanning multiple universes as far as I'm concerned.
Multiple universes?
Yes.
It's a song multiverse?
Yes.
You know, movies that try the multiverse trope typically fail.
Yeah, it's because you should do it in songs, as this clearly shows.
Yes. I felt like the first one felt a bit more Harry Potter. This one felt a bit more Star Wars.
It felt a bit more Star Wars, I think, because of the percussion
Mm-hmm.
and because of the heavier aspect. Star Wars is a lot more impactful, and Harry Potter is a lot more cinematic and melody-driven and string instruments, and I mean violins, not electric guitar with a fuck ton of gain. So yeah, I get why you get that aesthetic. It just takes it to another level. It keeps the dynamics. It turned into a full metal symphony, but it still has the dynamics.
It does feel a bit more homogeneous.
It feels more homogeneous when the metal kicks, when it's stripped down and you get back the symphonic parts. Then it's actually very similar to the Distant Worlds version.
Well, I'm willing to guess that all the orchestra stuff is the same. To me, it sounded essentially the same.
It could be. I wouldn't know.
It's just the metal that changes everything.
Yeah, you wouldn't know if he's enough of a nerd to be like, okay, we recorded this song, now let's record it again for the other version. He could do that, who knows? Depends how obsessive you are about your art. No, it's my favorite OST song. It's the best one I ever heard.
From all the gaming stuff?
Yeah. Huh. It's like Metal Hellsinger is generations below this.
I do not agree.
Guilty Gear is close. Some of the Guilty Gear stuff is really bloody interesting and really bloody creative. But this I want to see it played in an opera hall with fireworks. This is legendary.
I do not agree.
Well, you're allowed to be wrong.
Sorry.
Are we done here? Yes. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Corpses out.